I'm excited to start my day that way. It feels really good to start right off the bat with writing. Dang, the creativity in the morning is strong. Good news is it went really well. Bad news is I'm exhausted. I want to try something new this week where I write in the mornings before I get up for the day. I think it'll work because right now I take the night shift for feedings and diaperings and all that, and then Mosin does the morning shift and I've been sleeping in. So in theory, I just wake up a little earlier, right? We tried switching, by the way, and he did nights and I did mornings and we both hated it. I'm a night owl, so I'm not totally sure this is gonna work. It might be really hard to wake up. What the heck? Okay, we're just gonna go with it. What I'm thinking is I am going to plan ahead, and the night before I'm going to bring in this backrest thing that we got for Zion's room. I'm going to bring that into our room, and then I got to bring my laptop obviously and my earbuds and this really cheap lap desk that I used to use all the time that's falling apart. Bring that in the night before as well. That way I am all prepped to write first thing and just see how it goes. I might be super hungry, it might not be manageable. We'll find out together. Today is Monday, February 28th, and so I figured I'd start tomorrow, March 1st. So let's see how it's going so far. Here is the month of February. I'll give you a close-up. Looks like I have only written 8 times. Now we're gonna go to a new calendar for March, and I had made this before I remembered that I would need to do word count tracking on the side as well. So I was like, you know what? Let's just make my own separate word count tracker. And you guys know I get Mandyland stickers all the time. I have them linked below. So I also did this weekly spread here. So our total, are you ready for this, is total of 8,542 words written, and then a total of 8 hours and 25 minutes. So that's how much I've gotten done so far. Going into March, I'm like, oh, I want it to be better. I want to write more. But then I'm like, excuse me, Bethany, remember you were on maternity leave. It's okay if you just do this less. The fact that you're doing it all is awesome. So I'm trying to remember that and to remember what I told you guys in the last vlog, which was just like, again, I have less space on my plate to dedicate to this. And that means I'm going to do it less, and I need to just be okay with that, and it's fine. This is driving me crazy. Anyway, I wanted to tell you here because I am assuming when I wake up tomorrow, I am not going to be up for like having a camera in my face. So instead of like vlogging it as I go, I will update you each day when I'm done. I'm a little nervous. I hope that this plan turns out to be amazing, but I guess you and I will find out together. I'll see you soon. Okay, it's March 1st. I had a bad night last night because first Zion wouldn't go to sleep. So instead of being asleep by like 9:30 like he usually is, like so awesome, he decided to be cranky and stayed up till 10:30, which isn't bad, but it was an hour later than I planned. And then he slept till 4, but he decided again he didn't want to go back to sleep. And I'm like, dude, you gotta go back to sleep. We are not doing this middle of the night thing. So long story short, I was gonna get up 2 hours early and write for 2 hours. No, I got up a half an hour early and I was like, okay, drag myself out of bed. I can do this. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done, but oh my gosh, I was so excited. I was so in the zone. And the thing is, when I sat down to write, I had this huge plot hole that I was like, oh crap, this is the thing in outlining that I could not figure out. And I just left it in placeholders like figure out later. And I was like, I'm here now. This is later. I have to figure it out. I came up with something really exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. And so anyway, long story short, I wrote, let's check here, for 30 minutes, 513 words. And okay, yes, the document has a lot of outline, but it did cross 10,000 words today. So there you go. That's how much I got done the first day of writing in the morning. I loved it. I just wish I'd have more time, and like, it was a choice between, do I sleep and get the sleep that I need, because I get really cranky when I don't get enough sleep, or do I write? Kind of like picked both a little bit. Oh my gosh, I just left off at such an interesting place that now I actually want to write more, but that's good. They say that you should finish your writing with something you know what you want to write next, and for once I could say that's absolutely true. I know exactly what I want to write. I did a little bullet point outline, as I like to say, and kind of described what I want to come next so that next time that I write I won't forget. Dang, the creativity in the morning is strong. I really like it. I just need to get enough sleep. Here's hoping tomorrow, or tonight, will go really smooth and I'll get tons of sleep and I'll take the full 2 hours. Oh, I can't wait. I almost forgot to say I decided to use this chair instead. I wasn't going to because whenever I open this, Penny comes roaring in to see what's going on. She thinks it's a toy. So I just didn't open it and it was super comfy. So yeah, just gonna write there. I don't know if you can hear him, but Zion is talking to his dad and telling him a whole story. I can hear him. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where's my phone? It's Wednesday, March 2nd, and today I have very exciting news. I guess you could say I have good news and bad news. Good news is it went really well. Bad news is I'm exhausted. I think I have bags under my eyes. It was another rough night. Zion usually is an amazing sleeper, and the 2 nights that I've tried to wake up early and have a little less sleep, he's like, sure, let's do the less sleep thing. Let's just all around less sleep. So yeah, went to bed a little bit late, and again, he was like longer to put to bed. Usually he's really quick in the middle of the night. So I did change my alarm. I had it set for 7 and I pushed it back, I think half an hour, and then I pressed snooze. So I was up by like 7:40, and then I had to get ready to go meet a friend. So I had only 50 minutes to write, but somehow I was so excited about the story that I managed to write 1,060 words. Oh my gosh. I think mornings, first of all, so much more creative. There's less guilt because I haven't like gone out to see him, so I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I should be helping with this or that. It's just all around been working really well, except the being really tired. I think the other really fun thing is that I've been going to sleep thinking about the story. So it's been like in my head, almost like simmering in my sleep, and I feel like I'm just more creative. Like I was actually coming up with what I wanted to do last night. I came up with like 4 ideas. I was like, oh, I could do this and I could add this in, and don't forget to do this and don't forget to do that. And I was like so excited to write it this morning because I feel like technically I did some brainstorming last night while I was trying to fall asleep. The downside there is that of course I probably would have fallen asleep sooner if I wasn't busy thinking about my story. Also, in other fun news, in case you're interested, if you've been following along, you know that I've been trying to do this diet. It's more of like a lifestyle change really, where I'm trying to eat in 3s as they call it. So that means like eating proteins, fats, and carbs every meal, all 3, every time, because that balance is what your body needs. And then the other thing was every 3 hours, and then within an hour of waking up and within an hour of going to bed. So it's not a starvation diet at all, but it kind of feels like it because I really miss my sugar. I miss it. I miss it so much. But the exciting thing is I weighed myself like in the middle of the night last night, so that also helps. But anyway, I somehow lost 7 pounds already in a week. So that's like 1 pound a day, which is very unhealthy, except that I'm pretty sure a lot of it's water weight. And it really just shows you how badly I've been eating up till now. So I don't think that's going to last. In fact, when I weighed myself today, and I don't usually weigh myself every day, but I had gone up like 3 pounds. So I'm like, yeah, it was nice while it lasted. I think for me, my weight fluctuates a lot. So usually I don't try to weigh myself. I just try to see how the clothes fit and how I'm feeling. Generally, I'm feeling good, but I got a long ways to go. That's the update if you were curious. Back to the writing stuff. I'm really excited because I finished chapter 4 and I'm just super excited about the plot twisty thing that just happened. I feel like I'm finding out about the story as I go. Like I kind of know where I'm going, but I'm finding out a lot about it, and it's almost like I get to be the reader figuring it out as I go. Let me know if that makes sense, because that probably sounds weird to some people, but I feel like other writers will get it. Okay, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. It's Thursday, March 3rd, 9:43, and I wrote, are you ready? 1,694 words. That was in about 90 minutes, and it was basically chapter 5 and 6. 6 was a little short, so either that needs to just be merged with 5 or it needs to be fleshed out, but that's a problem for editing, Bethany. I gotta say, I started thinking about book 3 last night and I couldn't fall asleep because I got so excited and so many ideas. And this is one of the things that's actually very motivating for me, is to picture the future, picture you guys reading the book, picture it being published, especially picturing covers. For some reason, whenever I start daydreaming about covers, it makes it feel real and it makes me really, really, really want to get it done. So it's very motivating. I was doing the math because the story itself is now, let me look at this, 8,604 words, just story. I'm getting close to the midpoint already, which means the midpoint could happen around 10,000 words, which then would mean that the first rough draft would be around 20,000. And just for comparison, the first book in the series, The Secret Gift, is 28,000 words. Yeah, just under 30,000. But the rough draft was 15,000 or so. So it basically doubled in size from first draft to final, which means if this one doubled in size, it could be around 40,000 words. So anyway, I am so excited to keep writing because the next writing session should be the game-changing midpoint, and oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna have a very big twist. There's lots of twists in this book. But tomorrow is Friday and we are celebrating our anniversary of being married for 6 years now. So I'm probably going to let myself sleep in. It's, for whatever reason, this 1 week that I decided to do this challenge, our sleep's been really weird. Last night, I could not sleep. I didn't feel good. And then we woke up super early. So yeah. It is Friday, March 4th today. Right here, we're celebrating our anniversary of being married for 6 years. And I did decide to get up and write today, so I'm gonna have to like ruin this prettiness. Shoot, we'll do that. So I have written every single day in March so far. That's 4 times compared to only 8 times in all of February. And here's my count so far in case you're curious. I just hit 12,000 actual written words, but I think actually I'm right under 10,000 for what I've kept in the story, because remember, some of that's outlined. And then so far 12 hours and 10 minutes. So going back to this page, I just want to say by the time this video comes out, I think the sale will have started. So if you are seeing this video the week it goes live, I'm going to have the Stolen Kingdom set for free. This is a fun thing I'm tracking here on the side. I think Zion's about to get fussy, so I might have to go feed him. But I wanted to point it out in case you've never read the Stolen Kingdom and you want to, you can actually get it for free this week only. So I will go ahead and put a link to buy that below. Hi guys, it's Friday night, March 4th. We just got back from spending the day at Mall of America and hanging out, so it was really fun. Hi Penny, you wanna come be in the video? I love you. I love you. We used to like go on a trip every year for our anniversary, but not this year. It's too much work. So let's recap how this week went, because oh my gosh, spoiler, it went really, really well. I wrote this morning 955 words. I know I said I wasn't going to, but then I was excited. I wanted to write. So the number one first thing that I found from writing in the morning is I'm excited to start my day that way. It feels really good to start right off the bat with writing. And then the second thing is that I felt like I wasn't as guilty because I hadn't like gone out and begun the day yet. So I didn't feel like I was like, this is gonna sound really weird, but I didn't feel like I was like on the job yet. It felt like it was still kind of me time, however you want to take that. And then the other really cool thing is if you look at my writing week, look at this. Wrote the first 4 days, every single day this month so far. That's incredible. And I did write the midpoint. Like if the midpoint is like the peak of the book, I like wrote right when they reach the tip, and it's the plot twisty moment, the game-changing midpoint where everything just like fell apart for my character. And she's like, ah, crap. I thought everything was going well. Nope. So what I realized though is if you count, it's only taken me 12 actual writing days so far, and I'm already like halfway done with the first draft. So that means that in theory, I could write a whole book, well, this particular book, which is shorter, in 24 days. And if I was actually like writing every single day, it could literally be in a month, which of course is why there's NaNoWriMo writing a book in a month. This is going to be shorter than a typical NaNoWriMo book though, I think. Maybe. I mean, whenever I go back to read what I last wrote, I always start editing and adding more, so I know that it's very, very, very underwritten. I think that's the right word that I'm going for, where basically you know that there's a lot more of story to tell, but you get the essence of it, the important bits, and then you flesh it out later. So I go back in and I'm like, okay, let's put some more dialogue. Here we need some more scene setting. Here we need to have a little bit of narrative from the character. We need to show what they're thinking more, just stuff like that, depending on what the scene needs. So to sum up, writing in the mornings, very creative, feel really good about it, love starting the day off with something accomplished already, writing a lot of words, much more capable of writing every single day and not missing a day unless I'm exhausted. The downsides would be obviously the exhaustion and like, oh my gosh, I love sleep and I'm very tired. I feel like I have huge bags under my eyes right now. And then the other downside that I didn't totally see coming, but oh my gosh, it's very real, is I get super hungry. Tomorrow's Saturday, so I think I'm actually going to sleep in for real. And then I think I have a big chunk of time where my husband's going to take Zion to his family again. So for the next vlog, I might try writing as fast as possible for as long as possible and just see how that goes. And if writing and using like a big chunk of time, just yeah, see how that goes. Like, I don't know, like, will I burn out? Will I be like, this is too much writing time. Maybe I need to do something else. I don't know. I'm very curious to see how that will go. So that's the next experiment. And then after that, I actually want to try switching to night writing. So I want to take a lot of the benefits that I got from the morning, which is like Zion is sleeping. That's a huge benefit. Did I not say that? That's a huge benefit. Very, very focused time by myself. And I'm still going to do the same thing I've done all this week, which is I sit there in bed and I just think about the story and I start to have ideas come to me. But instead of waiting for the morning, I'm going to most likely get up again. This is what I used to do all the time. I would go to bed, I would start thinking about the story, and I'd be like, I got to get up, I got to write this. And I would just be up for a couple more hours. The downside that I can see is that I might not know when to stop. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to end this vlog for now because I think this experiment for sure went really well. Let me know what you think of morning writing and if you have tried it and if you like it or if there's other things that I should consider trying. One of them, just throwing that out there, is dictation. A lot of you guys have said dictation. I'm not totally ready to try that yet, but maybe someday if enough of you say it. Oh, P.S. Before I forget, the diet's going well, but we totally broke it today to celebrate our anniversary. So I had like ice cream and pasta and like this really yummy turtle mocha. And oh my gosh, I love it so much. But I actually noticed that I felt really, really crummy. Like I didn't realize just how good I've been feeling until I had a bunch of sugar and then I had the crash. So just a side note, in case anyone was wondering, I still am craving all the things, but now I'm realizing that just because I crave them doesn't mean I'm going to feel good when I have them. Just feeling really good. So I'm excited about that. And here's hoping that a little bit of weight loss will follow soon. Putting the Stolen Kingdom for free for a week. So I'm super excited about that. I have my gift cards just came in today from Amazon. I'm going to be doing a giveaway over on Instagram to kind of promote the freebie. I'm going to be sending out a newsletter the same day that this video goes live. And I got that book bub that I told you guys about, which is why I planned the freebie to be this particular week. So I can't wait to see how it goes. And maybe I'll vlog a little bit if you guys are interested. Let me know in the comments below if that would interest you. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But until next time, I hope you guys have an awesome day and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. It started